Hello everybody, my name is Chris and this is another exciting episode of Homes in 5, and today I'm going to be giving you a hands-on review of PS Vita official firmware version 1.80. So for those of you who don't know what the big deal is about 1.80, I'm going to show you that today. If you already know, then sit tight and see what I've already got on here for you. But the first thing I am going to show you guys, and I'll leave the best for last, is something that is called cross control. So a good feature that's been added in, I can't actually demo it for you, but I can show you the initial setup. What this allows you to do is use the PS Vita with certain games on your PS3 as the controller. So one thing that they have promoted a lot is Little Big Planet 2, and there is actually DLC that you can download for that game where you will be controlling Little Big Planet on your TV screen with the PS Vita. And on the PS Vita screen down here, you'll actually see certain things that you wouldn't normally see that interact with the game. Like if there's something that is going to kill you that you can't see, it'll show you on the PS Vita where you can't see it on the PS3 screen. To see it in more detail, go to YouTube and just search something like Little Big Planet 2 Cross Control or PS Vita Cross Control LBP2. You'll see it. You'll get the idea. I'm going to close that off for now though and move on to something else. Another good update, something that I like, though I don't really browse too much on my PS Vita, is just a nice little browser update. So if you can see up in the top corner there, you have currently got, that was terrible English, a persistent search bar. So before this was all the browser, now you do have a search in the top right corner. You can now scroll with the back of the PS Vita. If I tip this up and just drag it along, you can actually scroll with the rear touchpad. That option can be changed down the bottom here. You have to go to settings and tick use rear touchpad. And now that I've just scrolled down, there is also an option I can show you that's basically return to top. So if you've scrolled through a long blog or you are too lazy to swipe all the way up, you tap that button and you'll get up to the top right there. A lot easier than swiping the screen repeatedly, and it's a nice feature that they have added on. Another good feature, as this is what the update is all about, features, is music. So before we used to have artists, genres, albums, songs, and shuffle. Now we have a great option called playlists. So playlists you can add via your PS3 through Content Manager, plugging it in, or you can plug your PS Vita into your PC and use Content Manager. There is still no support, and they probably will never add support for clicking and dragging onto your PS Vita just for copy reasons like hacking your PS Vita and stuff, but we all know that's going to happen eventually. You can copy iTunes playlists across. Apparently it supports that, but I haven't tried that. This has all been done, whoopsies, from my PS3. Got Wipeout 2048, got a whole heap of dubstep in there just because it's crazy. I haven't got any Amity Affliction on there. Sorry for those who are holding out for that kind of thing. Something I can't show you because I don't have videos on here, and it's not that big a deal, is there's some updates for the video player. So for some reason they've added a feature where you can watch a video at 1.5 times normal speed. I don't really get that. Unless you're in a really big rush to finish a video before you get somewhere, why not just pause it and watch it later? There's not really much point in doing that. You can also fast forward and rewind with the directional buttons. Now something you're going to see right now that's probably really new to you guys will be this. If I press the button, you may have just seen this light up, and I'm using the directional buttons to control my PS Vita. Now in 1.80, as you can probably figure out by now, you can control your home screen with the left, right, up, down, and X and circle buttons. You don't need triangle or square, they don't do anything. But just to give you a demo, I guess, we'll go to settings. Actually, I can show you settings a bit more in depth, just so you know how to turn that particular feature on. If we go into system, the option will be right there, control with buttons on PS Vita system. You tick that and away you go. The other thing that has been added on is a few options for notifications, and you can actually choose whether to display or turn on any of those features there. If we press the PS button, which is a on console button, to get rid of this actual screen with the buttons, you tap circle, it won't go away. It's gonna wiggle around a little bit, but it's not gonna go anywhere. You need to hold down circle and it'll sweep it away for you. Great feature, something that is absolutely awesome, and I actually am going to use this a lot more than the actual touchpad itself because I'm wondering whether it might actually save the battery. That, and I'm just generally used to using directional buttons. It's the way that all of my consoles have been, and everyone's consoles have been. Yeah, next feature that we can move on to is actually they have revamped the notification drawer as well, so it does look a lot wider than previous instead of it just being on this side of the screen. To delete, we just go to delete all down there, but only one that's going to go away is messages because my install is just there. So we'll go delete, and there we go. That's to install on Ridge Racer later on when I get the time. Nothing else that's too big apart from, oh, maybe this. So if you guys are looking at those two games right there, you'll be thinking, how the hell did you get them on your PS Vita? PS1 Classics, if you didn't already know, are added into the PS Vita 1.8 firmware. So at the moment, they aren't available to download directly from the PlayStation Store on the PS Vita. What you'll need to do is go to your PS3, hoping that you have a PS3, and you will download the game and get it in bubble form. So if you don't know what bubble form is, it's the form where the game hasn't been installed to your PS3 yet. Just download it, don't install it, plug in your PS Vita and select Content Manager, go copy from PS3 system and then choose PlayStation and the game of choice. Those games being Crash Team Racing and Crash Bandicoot 3, so I'll start one of them up there. And we do get the same kind of user interface as you see on the PSP. So if you remember changing around screen size and stuff like that on your PSP, if you hold down the screen like so, you'll actually get controller settings, memory card utility, which looks just like the PS1. I thought that looked awesome the way they made that. Whoops. Make that come back again. And we've got other settings, screen mode. These are all the familiar ones from the PSP. Controller settings, again, as well, the same kind of stuff. But I'm going to quit out of that because I don't want to play this right now. I'm going to go play that on the train to and from work. One thing I will let you guys know, there's a reasonable list of PS Vita games or PS1 classics available to the PS Vita right now. It is not the full list though. What they're going to do, and you can download these directly to your PS Vita tomorrow. Today's the 28th, the PS Store updates on the 29th in Australia on a Wednesday. There will be PS1 classics added to the store at a weekly basis. So the list is not too long right now. You can check it out on the PS blog. But if there's a game in there that you don't currently have, or you can't currently get, it will be there later on during the month. Hopefully this year. I don't know how long it's going to take. It should all be there in the first place, but you know. Anyway, that's pretty much all the features added on in PS Vita firmware 1.80. If there's anything I've missed, it can't be that big a deal because I've already gone through all the massive things. Anyway, this has been another episode of Homes in 5. Comment, rate, subscribe, do all the cool stuff, and feel free to check out my Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus in the description below. Hope you enjoy your PS1 classics on your PS Vita, and this has been another episode of Homes in 5. Bye-bye!